everyone, it's Holly Maria King, and we are back with the Emblem Rough Draft, Chapter 33, which is the final chapter of the Rough Draft. The final draft has more chapters, which is typical to any book that I write. I end up adding more. But we're on the last chapter. I'm so excited. It's taking me forever to get to this point. It feels like it anyway, but honestly, I'm more than happy to be here at this. Because I wanted to share my work with everyone and let them know how much I love writing. As much as I'm not the best writer in the world, I will say. But I mean, that's the beauty of writing. You are always improving. Never going to be at the same place ever. Writing is always transforming you into something better. And I'm so excited to have shared not only our rough draft, but final draft. Unfortunately, since this is the last chapter, I'm going to say it one more time. I will not be doing any more of my final drafts on my channel. Any other ones that I have finished that are a final draft will be books that I have published, and they're going to be for sale. Which, that being said, I am still working on the second book to my Not a Dream series. If you have not seen my Not a Dream series, it's on my channel. It's in a playlist. I have the rough and final draft on there. I might redo a couple episodes of it because there was one episode where I uploaded the wrong video, so I might have to redo that, but it was kind of nice. Anyway, I will stop rambling. I'm just excited. This is the second book that I got published. I'm still working on the one that I'm going to get published. I'm not sure if I'm going to share the rough draft of books that I'm getting published either. I have quite a few that are books that I finished that I'm probably never going to. It has inspired a new book series on my channel. The one that I'm going to be sharing after this book, so that you all know, it's called The Adventures of Sarah and Holly, The Beginning. And it is a mashup of weird. I won't say that much. I wrote it when I was in high school, and it was for my friend. She was going to be moving away, and I wanted to make a special story about her. So there's some Rurouni Kenshin characters. There's some what other characters did I use? I know I used Rurouni Kenshin because Kenshin's in it, Sanosuke's in it, which my friend and I both had a crush on it, so we have twin brother Sanosuke's. I think Inuyasha's in it. I don't know. It's a mashup of a lot of different things. It's all over the place. Disney princesses are in it. Like, it's a crazy mess, essentially. And like I said, it inspired me to write a different book series, which I am currently working on. I have quite a few that I'm working on that I'm going to get published in the near future. Fingers crossed that I get it done faster than I have been. But yeah, anyway, so look forward to that. It's a mess. It's so bad, but it's so funny because I want to laugh at myself for what I wrote when I was a teenager. So I will be sharing all of those. There is a small chance I'll share the rough draft, but I think I'm going to wait till the book's out a year before I even think about sharing the rough draft, because I haven't even finished the final draft yet. I'm still working on it, and we're getting there, slowly and surely. I have 10 pages left, I think, and I keep adding more pages. But yeah, anyway, so look forward to that. This is the last chapter of The Emblem Knights. Let's get started. Let's get it done. It's a short chapter, so it shouldn't take too long. I just wanted to share what's going to come up next. I might share a little bit more after the video if people skip the beginning. But, you know, it's still exciting. I'm excited. Anyway, Chapter 33, Trick or Treat. Yuri hid behind the door as someone entered. She knew it was the senior advisor, and she was prepared for a fight. She lifted the book she had up and was about to run over and smash the man who had entered the room with it when two hands gripped her arms. Whoa there. I know he's annoying, but do you really have to hurt him? A man said from behind her. Yuri let go of the book. Alex? She turned to see him standing there smiling down at her. It can't be. Alex grabbed Yuri around the waist and pulled her into a firm hug. Don't ever do anything like this again, he told her. As much as I love a good romance, I think it would be wise to go back downstairs and help the others, Roy said irritably. Alex smiled at him wryly. Of course, let's give him a hand. The three rushed out of the room to go join the fight that had began downstairs. They met some of the senior advisor's minions on the way down. They weren't so hard to fight, however, and soon the three were on their way. The battle was heard firstly and then seen. Jack's men had been killed left and right. Yuri watched as her sister's husband was cornered by the senior advisor and was jumping off the staircase before she thought of anything else. She didn't hear Alex and Roy calling after her, and she didn't see any of her friends. She only had eyes for the advisor. Her hands were around his throat before the rest of her caught up. The man smiled at her wolfishly as he put his hands onto her stomach and pushed with his powers. Yuri didn't feel anything. She barely noticed the fabric moving across her cheeks. Nothing else was misplaced as she glared into his eyes. The senior advisor still smiled at her, but his eyes glared deep with oozing hate into Yuri's soul, a soul so light and pure that he could never touch it, though he still tried to take the advantage, but his feeble attempts would do no one any good. She smiled at him with pure hate running through her eyes. "You know," she said almost hysterically, "I've learned a lot these last few months, but the most useful of talents is that I know how to kill you." The senior advisor laughed harshly in her face. "And how will you do that?" "By touching you with just the tip of my finger." Yuri took her hand and barely poked the man on the forehead. He fell backwards, dead instantly. "I know the touch of death. Sorry, I forgot to mention that to you." All around the room, the fighting stopped. Jack was the only one alive from his own group, but Ray had managed to keep all his men alive. "Yuri!" Joey shouted, running over to his sister and burrowing his face into her stomach. The girl held him close to her and found Alex hugging her over top of Joey. It was strangely the happiest Yuri had ever felt. The group returned to the camp to find all the girls happily chatting away. This battle had been won, but they had lost 5 good men. The war was just beginning, and there was little hope in the morale of all the others. However, at that very moment, all that mattered that they were all together, and that there was nothing to stop them from being happy. Yuri and the men had managed to kill the last of the senior advisor's clones, so all that was left was to kill the man that was responsible for everyone's suffering. They weren't sure how they would do this, but they knew that the senior advisor had to die. That night, when Yuri and Alex were alone, they both experienced a happiness that very few lived to see in both their lives. It was the closest thing to actual magic any of them knew of, and sparks flew from both of their bodies as they let fly their true desire. It was the best night of both their lives. I was really not looking forward to reading that. It's so cringy. It's the first time, okay? I'd never experienced anything, so, that's all I'm going to say. We're leaving it at that. Gold, Silver, Alec, Argol, and Mike. In this war, many men and women have lost their lives, but your names will always be remembered, for you all fought to save everyone from the senior advisor's wrath. Thanks to your sacrifices, life can go on for a few more happy souls. And that is the end of the Emblem Knights. Rough draft. The ending of the final draft is so much better. So if you are interested, please check out my book. I have it on my Wattpad. I have the finale that I'm reading on here, and I also have it on Amazon. So it's available. It'll be in the description below. You can just click the link and it'll take it right to the book. You can buy it and read it because it's actually really good. I like this one a lot more than Not a Dream. It made me more happy. I still don't feel like I did it justice. My writing skills are lacking in my personal opinion, but you know what? I love to write and I have a great imagination and I don't mind sharing my imagination with everyone. That's kind of why I started this whole journey of YouTube and stuff, was to share my books and I would like to encourage other writers by reading their books and sharing. I don't want to do their whole book. I'll do a chapter of their book, be like, hey, check this person out, this website. So if you have a book that you want to share and you need some free advertisement, I'd be more than happy to read your favorite chapter of your book, put it up on the channel and show it off. My best friend let me do one of her books. It's in my channel. I might post the link to that in the description below as well if you want to see what I do with other people's books. Anyway, so that is the final chapter of the Rough Draft. I still can't believe it. I can't believe we made it to the end. Oh my gosh, how exciting is this? I'm so excited. But yeah, that's all I got. If you liked this, please leave a like. If you know someone who would like this, please share it. And if you want more of this content, please subscribe and look forward to the horrible book that I'm going to be reading soon. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be so painful to look at my past writing. It's so bad. You guys have no idea. You don't know what you're in store for. But yeah, that's all I got for this video. That's all I got for this book, at least the rough draft version. The final draft version has still got quite a few chapters left. But we are going to start Sarah and Holly's Adventures, the beginning. It was a 6-book series. I didn't quite get through all 6, but I think I got through the first 3 books. But yeah, so it's kind of a mashup, actually. It'll be the character that I portrayed in The Adventures of Sarah and Holly is kind of my character, Olivia, that's going to be in my book that I have been developing and changing, because it's basically my baby. It's my baby story that I want to be a really good story, and I can never make it good. Anyway, I'm excited. I'm super excited. I'm hoping that it turns out really good. There's a lot of things that are in development in my writing, and I want to keep pushing forward. I've been doing better and better with my writing. I'm being really emotional about it because I'm super excited that we just finished The Emblem. It's my second book I have published, which means I am really far behind on finishing Trouncing the Unknown, which is going to be the sequel to Not a Dream. If you haven't seen Not a Dream, I will also put the playlist in the description below, or at least the first video of the final draft in the description below if you want to check out my Not a Dream series. Maybe. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. I'll probably just put Kayla's in the description below so you can see what I like to do. I finally figured out a better way to make it so I can read these without the text being super tiny. I didn't realize the text was so tiny. I'm so sorry. I figured it out. You know, I've only been doing this for a couple years. This was originally up on my gaming channel. I used to only have 1. Now I have 3. So, go me. I have my gaming channel, which used to be just Holly Marie King, and I had everything on there. And I was like, oh, it's way too much stuff on one single channel. So then I took my Hunger Games, and I took my mystery toys, and I took my books, and went shoop over here to this one. It was originally called Herbology, and then now it's just Holly Marie King, and the other one's Holly Marie King Gaming, and my newest channel is called The Sims Challenges. If you like Sims and you like challenges, I'm going to be playing multiple challenges on that channel. Right now I've only uploaded I think I'm on the 100 Baby Challenge, my 7 Deadly Sins, and my 7 Heavenly Virtues has started to show up on there. I don't know, maybe by now I'll have my first Magical Me one. I am personally editing those. So, and also the first episode of the 100 Baby Challenge is actually 2 episodes on the challenges. Anyway, it's been 13 minutes and I'm literally sitting here talking about everything. I'm sorry. When I get excited, I get really distracted. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here and hopefully I will see you guys next time. Bye.